Drake, man, he's everywhere right now, isn't he? Like, always finding a way to keep people talking.
Yeah, he really does have a knack for staying relevant.
This week, it's all about the upcoming video for NOKIA.
Oh, right, that's dropping this Friday.
March 28th. Yeah, big premiere. He announced it on Instagram Sunday, I think it was.
Oh, Instagram.
Yeah, and people are losing their minds, you know? Lots of buzz online already.
I mean, it makes sense for artists to use those platforms, right?
Yeah.
Direct connection with fans, cuts out the middleman.
Definitely. But what's interesting to me is how much hype there is specifically for this video, for NOKIA.
It seems like that track's become a bit of a fan favorite, even though it's just, like, tucked away on that collaborative album he did with Party Next Door.
Ome exy ongs for you. Yeah.
Exactly.
But I keep seeing comments about how NOKIA is so emotionally powerful and, like, you just want to keep listening to it over and over again.
It's interesting how sometimes one track just pops out from an entire project and grabs people in that way. It makes you wonder what it is about NOKIA specifically. Maybe it's something about the lyrics that's different, more vulnerable than what we've been hearing from him lately.
Or the sound. Like, maybe it's sonically hitting a sweet spot.
Yeah, could be. But the fact that fans are already, like, demanding a video for it, that's a strong sign that it's resonating on a deep level.
Totally. And this all comes, you know, while the album itself, ome exy ongs for you, is doing insanely well. Like, it's already the fastest selling album of the year so far, already passed 500,000 album equivalent units. It's going to be certified gold by the RIAA pretty soon.
That's a huge achievement, especially in today's music landscape. To hit that 500,000 mark so quickly really speaks to his staying power.
Right. Still has that hold on the culture. And, you know, it's not like this album is all party anthems either. It's been described as pretty melancholic overall, kind of a consistent mood throughout.
It's interesting that it's connecting with people so strongly. Maybe that's what people are looking for these days. Consistency.
Comfort, maybe, yeah. But it does show how he's willing to experiment and try new things. And speaking of connecting with fans, his track Fake Love, which is from a way older project, just hit 1 billion streams on Spotify.
Wow, that's incredible. 1 billion streams.
Yeah. And that makes him the rapper with the most songs to reach that milestone, like over his whole career. He's got 23 tracks now that have each been streamed over 1 billion times.
23. That's a massive catalog.
Yeah.
And it's not just about having a bunch of hits, it's that people are still listening to them years later.
Exactly. Like, his music has staying power. It's not just a moment, it's built to last. Okay, and then there's another layer to all of this. The timing of the NOKIA video is pretty interesting when you think about the whole Drake-Kendrick Lamar feud.
Ah, right. The anniversary of that is coming up soon.
It's been a year, can you believe it? But even now, people are still talking about it, especially Kendrick's diss track, Not Like Us.
That was a huge deal, culturally speaking. When big artists have a public falling out like that, it becomes part of their story, you know? It affects how people see their work.
And then, of course, there was the lawsuit Drake filed against UMG after all that.
Right, which adds another layer to the whole thing.
So even though it's been a year, that rivalry still comes up in fan discussions online. It's not something people are ready to forget.
These kinds of feuds can really stick with an artist. It makes you wonder how it's affected their music, how fans interpret it.
Yeah. But right now, the focus seems to have shifted back to the music, to this NOKIA video. I saw a comment from a fan online that was like, all I care about is the NOKIA video, just give us that masterpiece already.
Ah, so that sums it up pretty well. It seems like people are ready to move past the drama.
And engage with the art, yeah. And I think Drake's doing a good job of steering the conversation in that direction.
It's a smart move.
Yeah.
In the end, it's the work that matters most. The buzz around a feud can only last so long.
But a great song, a great video that has the potential to stick around. So we've got this highly anticipated video, a super successful album, a streaming milestone, and the anniversary of a major feud. It's all happening at once.
It's a lot. And it's all keeping him right at the center of everything. It's kind of amazing how he manages to orchestrate all of this.
He's a master of staying relevant, that's for sure. And it makes you wonder how he's going to use this NOKIA video, you know? NOKIA already has this emotional impact on listeners. How will the video amplify that?
It's an interesting question, right? Videos can add so much to a song, even one that's already resonating with people.
It can change how you understand it.
Exactly. Give it a whole new dimension.
And for people who might have missed the song on the album, the video could be what draws them in.
Totally. We're not just consuming music the way we used to.
Yeah, it's not just listening anymore. It's the visuals, the online discussion, the whole experience.
Streaming numbers are still important, of course.
Oh, definitely.
But these videos, they play a huge role now in how an artist stays relevant.
And it makes you think, where does it go from here? What's the next evolution?
It's this constant back and forth between the music, what's happening in the artist's life, the demand for new stuff, and the fans' reactions to all of it.
Yeah, and sometimes even a little drama thrown in there. It's a lot to keep track of, but it definitely keeps things interesting.
Absolutely. It's a fascinating time to be a music fan, that's for sure.
So we'll have to see how this Nokia video plays into all of this. I'm definitely curious to see what Drake's got up his sleeve.
Me too. I'm sure it'll be something to talk about.